Welcome back to the Exclusive Red Hawk broadcast. I'm your host, Chase Carrera, and here with me are my co-hosts, Juan Carlos Carsola and Reese Roper. We have a packed agenda. Let's get into it. Coming up, we see how safe the COVID vaccine is and additional information from the Calusa High School biologist.
How the struggles of online learning have affected students and their mental health, as well as the effects on students of taking away in-person teacher and student interactions.
How a multi-sport sophomore student athlete has been making his transition to the varsity squad and his future goals.
Let's jump right in. After the shutdown last year at the hands of the COVID-19 pandemic, a vaccine has been discovered. This vaccine has lowered the chances of contracting the coronavirus, as well as lowering the COVID symptoms. Government officials have pushed for every American to get their vaccine. However, 45% of the public do not think this vaccine is safe or question it. Calusa High School's very own biology teacher, Mr. Wirt, gives us his thoughts on the vaccine, as well as how it can prevent future school lockdowns.
Well, like with any topic regarding public health, the outcome of the intervention is directly related to the amount of participation. So, in theory, absolutely, because school shutdowns will occur when our hospitals are overrun, specifically our hospitals, the ICU component, or the highest level of care. And all of the best data shows that people who are vaccinated can still contract corona at this time, but they don't get severe complications that require ICU help. So as long as our ICUs have beds available and are ready to help our citizens who have car accidents and who have gunshots and all the other stuff that happens in our life, I don't foresee shutdowns happening. So yes, the more people that do get vaccinated and stay out of the ICU will have a direct relation to whether or not our schools stay open or closed. Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Wirt. We hope everyone continues to take precautionary measures to prevent future COVID spread. COVID has not only impacted American adults, but also students. Here's Juan Carlos with the latest on how students are being impacted.
Over the past year, technology has played a vital role in school. Throughout all of America, teachers were forced to teach online. This made teachers resort to applications such as Zoom and Google Meet. Students found this to be a very difficult learning process. Senior Clay Randolph at Calusa High says he didn't learn as much and he felt closed in by not being able to see his friends. As a result, he says this all affected his mental health. While Randolph did not have any major mental health issues, there were many students who did. According to Inside Higher Ed, 91% of American students had an increase in anxiety and stress. Meanwhile, an astonishing 26% of students surveyed said they had considered suicide. Thankfully, many schools opened up full-time for this school year. It is safe to say that many students feel more comfortable being back in school. This gives them the full high school experience. With the return of school comes the return of many high school activities, one of them being sports. Let's send it over to Reese with our latest sports update.
Sophomore Luke Kelsbeck at Calusa High School is an all-around excellent athlete. He plays sports year-round. In football, basketball, and baseball, he has experience in varsity promotion in each sport. Kelsbeck walks through how he has been received by his teammates and how well he is facing his challenges.
Coming off a COVID year, I've been working really hard. I was just trying to do the best I can. When coach asked me to play up in a couple sports, I always wanted that because it was going to make me a better player. I've been playing with a lot of those kids since I was young, so I'd already been comfortable with how they played and they were comfortable with how I played. So it always just kept pushing me to be better and better every single day, putting in the work, making sure I wasn't falling behind on anybody else, and those guys pushed me really hard.
Thank you, Luke. Kelsbeck had always been a hard-working student athlete. As a sophomore, he is already getting looks from baseball coaches. Through his first couple years of high school sports, he has proven the worthy of his call-up. After high school, Kelsbeck plans to continue his baseball career at the next level. We wish him the best, and that's the latest sports on Now Back to Chase.
That concludes this week's Red Hawk broadcast. I'm Chase.
I'm Reese.
I'm JC.
And we will see you next week on the Red Hawk broadcast.
Do we want to end it there?